Albert Fish, 1870 to 1936. The Gray Man. Albert Fish was one of the most disturbing criminals in American history, known for his sadistic murders, cannibalism, and extreme psychological disorders. His crimes shocked the nation in the early 20th century. Early life and psychological issues. Fish was born in Washington, D.C., in 1870. His family had a history of severe mental illness. His mother reportedly suffered from hallucinations, and his siblings had various psychiatric conditions. As a child, Fish was sent to an orphanage, where he was frequently beaten. Instead of fearing the pain, he developed a disturbing pleasure from it, which later influenced his violent tendencies. By adulthood, he was deeply involved in self-harm, sadomasochism, and bizarre religious delusions. Crimes and methods. Fish preyed primarily on young children, whom he lured using various tricks, often posing as a social worker or offering small jobs. He targeted vulnerable families and worked in multiple states. His most infamous crimes included the murder of Grace Budd, 1928. Fish convinced a family in New York that he was a well-off man looking to hire their son for work. Instead, he fixated on their 10-year-old daughter, Grace. He took her to an abandoned house under the pretense of attending a birthday party. There, he tortured and killed her. Years later, he sent a chilling letter to her family, describing in detail how he had murdered and eaten parts of her body. Other crimes. Fish claimed to have murdered over 100 children, though only a few were confirmed. He engaged in cannibalism, claiming to have eaten his victims. He was known for extreme self-mutilation, inserting needles into his body. Doctors found over 29 needles embedded in his pelvis after his arrest. Capture and trial. Fish was finally caught when the Budd family traced his letter to a boarding house. He confessed to Grace Budd's murder and many others. His trial in 1935 was highly publicized, with psychiatrists diagnosing him as insane but legally responsible for his crimes. He showed no remorse and reportedly smiled at the thought of execution. He was executed in the electric chair at Sing Sing prison on the 16th of January, 1936. Legacy and infamy. Albert Fish remains one of the most infamous serial killers in U.S. history. His case influenced psychological studies on sadism and extreme criminal behavior. His grotesque crimes inspired books and films, making him a figure of horror and infamy.